As we've seen before, whenever we add and subtract fractions, we need to make sure that they have the same denominator, or what's known as a common denominator. But in this case, we're a wee bit in trouble because we don't have the same denominator. This one's a 2 and this one's a 6. However, we've seen equivalent fractions, and we can turn this first fraction into a fraction which has a denominator of 6. We can find an equivalent fraction. So what I'm going to do is rewrite that with a denominator of 6. Remember, what I do to the bottom, multiply by 3, I do to the top. So I get 3/6. The other fraction is 1/6, and now they do have a common denominator. It's 6. So I know that when I add that, my answer will have a denominator of 6, and I just add the numerators. 3 plus 1 is 4. Just be a wee bit careful with this one because 4/6 is the correct answer, but it's not in its simplest form. I can divide top and bottom by 2 and get 2/3. So in this example, we only had to change one of the fractions into an equivalent fraction. Sometimes we need to change both of them. So for example, if I have 3/4, take away 1/3, I can't make the quarters into thirds or the thirds into quarters, so what I need to look for is the smallest number that 4 and 3 go into, the smallest or the lowest common denominator. And I know that both 4 and 3 go into 12. So I'm going to make them fractions out of 12. So the equivalent fraction for 3/4 is I multiply top and bottom by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. And the equivalent fraction for 1/3, well, I need to multiply the bottom by 4, so I multiply the top by 4. So 1 times 4 is 4. And we're subtracting those. And now they have a common denominator. I know that when I subtract them, the denominator will stay the same. 9 minus 4 is 5. Just double check our answer. Is there anything goes into 5 and 12? No, there's not. So that's as simple as we can get it.